and fix it in the similar fashion. If the system is welded already, then you just have to make the previous 6 fixes. Then take the panel on the top of the PAAB and fix it there with the help of 4 M8 bolts, nuts and washers. Here, mounting it at a particular angle is very critical. This is a zoomed version. You can observe there are 4 holes on each side. You have to always engage this hole and one out of these 3 depending upon your location in India. Mount in this combination for South India, the middle combination for Middle India, and this combination for North India, 20, 30 and 40 degree respectively. Then you have to adjust the orientation of panel and the aluminum mounting sleeve by rotating the aluminum mounting sleeve in such a way that when panel faces towards south, luminaire is facing towards the road. Then take the entire assembly and take it on the top of the pole, slide it down, take the battery cable in through the pole for bottom mounting. For top mounting, you have to take the cable out of this hole A. While taking the battery cable inside through the pole, you have to be cautious that the cable is not cut by the top ring of the pole. After that, slide it down and tighten the 3 special M8 bolts. Use check nuts. This panel assembly is complete. Next, we will discuss the battery assembly and battery mounting. Start with mounting the battery box on the top of the battery box fixture with the help of 4 M8 bolts and nuts. Bear in mind that this hole is oriented towards the longer side of the battery box fixture because pole comes here and the battery cable will come out of the pole and will go inside the battery box through this hole. Then open the top cover of the battery box. Then take the entire system on the pole and mount the battery box fixture with the help of 2 clamps and M8 by 120 bolts on the pole. Use check nuts, washer and nut as is shown here. This arrangement can be mounted anywhere on the pole. For top mounting, mount it at the top of the pole. For bottom mounting, mount it at a height of 1.2 meter from the bottom of the pole. Next, take the battery and put it inside the battery box. Take the battery cable in through the battery box hole. For bottom mounting, take the battery cable out through the hole in the pole. Make the battery connections taking care of positive and negative polarity. Red is battery positive, black is battery negative. Put petroleum jelly after making the battery connections. Put back the top cover. The connections and mounting for polymer battery is exactly the same. It will be mounted on the same battery box fixture in a similar fashion. The advantage of the polymer battery is that you can put 2 locks each on the diagonal position and make it vandal proof. This is the final configuration of the system for both top and bottom mounted. I have shown a polymer battery as well. Then let's discuss the twin mounting system. What if the 2 panels and 2 luminaires are to be mounted on the same system? In that case, we will use twin PAAB instead of universal PAAB. It has provision for mounting 2 panels. The connections and mounting for each individual system is exactly the same as the steps followed till now. There is provision in twin PAAB for taking 2 cable wires through it. There is provision for 2 glands. In case of hybrid system, there is provision for mounting 2 hybrid junction boxes. Both the luminaires are to be mounted at 180 degree to each other. The elements are clamped to each other on the pole. Batteries are kept inside the battery boxes. They can be two battery boxes mounted on the pole or one single bigger battery box at the bottom of the pole housing two batteries. Then let's discuss what are the changes that needs to be done for hybrid addition to the system. You have to put two additional boxes. One is the charger, another is a junction box. For charger, you have to make three additional connections: battery connection, panel connection, and mains connection. Make the mains connection in the end. Put the charger inside the battery box and make the battery connections to positive and negative. Then mount the junction box on the PAAB. Open the junction box's top cover and mount with the help of these two holes inside it. There is a connector inside the junction box and some connections are already made. Take the cables through the gland provided in the junction box. For making the connections, take the panel cable from the luminaire through one gland and make the positive and negative connections to the connector. Take panel cable from the hybrid through another gland and make positive negative connections. The panel cable going to the panel is taken in through the third gland and positive and negative connections are made. It is absolutely necessary that polarity is kept in mind and connections are made properly, otherwise system may damage. Here is an enlarged version for your convenience. Watch it carefully. The most important part: at the end of each MI booklet there is a checklist which ensures that you have mounted the panel battery in a proper fashion, you have used a proper set of hardwares and made the connections rightly. Tick each item if you have done what it says. This is all. Thank you. This video is a copyright and property of Philips India Electronics Limited.